literally just doing this uh, because I thought it was like an interesting part of this story of like Alan Wake. So I'm in like the final chapter, just the start of it, and yeah, it starts like kind of with like a mental health professional like talking to you. I just thought it was interesting that a lot of people could relate to it. So yeah, just gonna turn off this fan. All right, let's go. All right, so just can we start like with a, no, I don't, this is the thing. I don't think you can restart the level. Just try it. Episodes. Um, let's just do this.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Yeah, just watch this.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Yeah, so it's just like supernatural kind of darkness.
Alan,
Speak it.
it was just a nightmare.
Alice.
So that's what he thinks he's in.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient.
Yeah, and obviously, like if you like me, you hate these kind of people, these professionals,
From
these.
various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Yeah, you've got schizophrenia,
It's okay.
blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And yeah, what you subjectively experienced didn't happen, or like, you're ill, and oh yeah, we're locking you up as
I
well.
felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else.
It just
Someone I
seems
was
like,
watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
yeah, it seems like the biggest setup of the setups, right? He's crazy. He's a danger. Like, what's he gonna do? Bake a cake?
The door
That's
was
probably
locked.
like
I
the
was a
most they're
prisoner
gonna
here.
do.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now?
Those pricks
Feeling
here.
calm?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
I see you
talking
brought
about
your
this
pet
guy on
gorilla
the
with
screen.
you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you
Yeah,
for it.
it's just
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
come on, you.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I
Yeah,
encourage
vulnerable,
creativity as a part of the recovery process here at
and
Cauldron
you're
Lake
taking
Lodge.
advantage of.
I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan.
But
I
no,
honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
protecting them.
This way, Alan.
I locked you up for your safety. I care about you, Alan. Give me Nice hug.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations,
But this is
paranoid
the thing,
delusions,
right? These
unusual
assholes
thinking, an
just
obsession with
make
light
up some
and
weird,
darkness, a
like,
feeling that
according to
everything
their
revolves
logic,
around
like,
you,
about
your
why
thoughts
shit's
and
happening and
dreams.
why you feel
Your
bad.
mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality.
Yeah,
She's
and
been
it's you.
kidnapped and
Did you see that?
supernatural
It's like
forces of
you,
darkness are trying to
and then
stop
it's
her.
like me. Yeah,
We
just
go this way.
I'm not
I
nothing
wasn't
wrong
ready
with
for
me,
another shot, so I went along with
but
it.
you.
He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind.
But this is the thing, isn't it? It's like
Painful truth.
you're telling
Unless
people
we
what to
fight the
believe.
fantasy, it
You're
will
saying you
return.
shouldn't
I know the
you
instinct
can't
is to
believe.
resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Yeah, but the logic is happening in bullshit reality. That's very questionable. And this guy needs to take some
Never
fucking
get tired of
mushrooms.
this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah,
Colorado Lake
it's
spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
anyway. This is the thing, though. If you've been to mental hospital, you've been
It
admitted.
seems there's a storm coming.
They'll say all this
Funny, I
bullshit
don't
and like be
remember
like,
you
"We're
mentioning that
helping
in the
you."
weather forecast.
They're not helping you.
Well,
Like they're
no matter.
getting paid. Like they're
This
getting
way.
money.
Follow
You
me.
can't trust someone who's,
Alan, what
you
I'm telling you
know,
is good news. Right now we're in
making money
control.
from it.
Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult
Hey,
to
oh,
resurface from the dark
you
depths
lost
of your
it.
imagination.
Feel
Not
depressed? You should go see a
surprising, considering your
therapist.
profession.
And
Imagination
pay
is what you
like
work
what,
with.
three
After
hundred
all your nightmares, this should
pounds?
come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't,
And that guy,
why
yeah,
is
that guy's not.
because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well?
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
natural
Hey.
for you to think of me as your enemy.
So anyway, I'll shut
It's
up
part
for
of
a
the
bit.
I let him
illness,
talk.
after all.
Hartman
I'm
obviously
only
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His words
world of
echoed
destructive
madly
impulses.
inside my head.
But
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into the
by
palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
It's weird that this guy seems saner than
Scary.
that fucking doctor. It's fucked up.
Emerson,
Mental hospitals are fucked up places, man. You get all sorts. You get fucking.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry.
I wonder how he got that bandage on his neck.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video games. It's trash, of course, but it does involve some small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I think this is a bit of a con and a bit of a setup, and I think the real, what's really going on, they're
Now,
not going to be
you might
honest.
have
They're,
noticed the typewriter
they're
in your
clearly
room.
not being
You've
honest,
been writing as
saying
a part of the
there's
therapy.
something wrong with
As
you.
soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
And there isn't anything wrong with you. That's the thing.
My room
But
is
there is
killing
something
me.
very wrong
There's
with
a storm coming. Oh,
life as
what
we
a
know it.
storm.
I hope it wipes
It's
this
very
place
wrong.
off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that'll do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we'd forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Yeah, they're really bastards, aren't they? These guys.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
See, this is the thing. We know that's there's fear there, right? They call it anxiety, which is really just fear and like being like really frightened. Just a really bad feeling, like, and you can't shake it off.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Yeah.
Got any booze on you?
Yeah, no. Sorry,
We have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed leather patches on the elbows. That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all, taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She
Anyway,
took something from you too, didn't she?
these
That's
guys
what she
bombed
does.
on
We're better off.
Basically,
This place, the lake, gives you
these
power.
like motherfuckers are like pretending
Artist,
that being calm and like being like, you're not being like literally like made to endure hell. and just pretending like that's the way to be, and this is, you know what I mean? Like, these people, I think they're working for evil, man. Like, literally, I think the whole thing is,
Oh, hello. Nice
I think
painting.
being normal like that and just doing all these like weird roles, like being a fucking psychiatrist, it's it's kind of nasty, man. Like, what the fuck? Why? So someone's in like really deep, like they're really fucking losing it in their mind, and you want to like make a career out of it and shit. Like, can't you just like help the person, like talk to them on the level?
Hey,
Like,
wait.
oh, they're
Why
really
don't you
like,
humor
The
Dr.
doors were
no,
Zurlong?
what the
locked.
fuck? They're
Hartman
getting
rehearsed it
paid
with
for
head
it, so it's
clients,
not,
but there was no
you
way to
can't
get
be
my hands
trusted.
on them.
You can't be trusted, like, something like that shouldn't be like that.
Something's wrong. Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Hey, you believe in anything other than the truth that everything is just an arrangement of billiard balls, you're you're crazy. Just gotta tell you. Like, what? Like,
I think I've made a horrible mistake.
so
I don't think I'm any
everything.
closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
This is it. This could all be like being like fucking created by some really evil shit, and obviously they don't want you to think. They want you to
The
think that's
glare of the
crazy.
blank
To
page in
think
front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
come on, going through that, like what is going, even just that is like sadistic. It's
Hey,
like
Wick, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
weird. Some guy in there told me he like control the
The
weather,
chaos
like
was
the local
unraveling,
weather,
but
which
it
is
could be my
crazy.
only chance of getting out of here.
Yeah, literally, like, what the fuck? Just keeping you here for ages with all these people, like, literally, like,
Afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now,
just
are
fucking,
we?
like, what? Talking, just saying, like, loud
Hartman kept
stuff.
talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
We're really, like, being paid, man. This isn't. These tablets don't help us. These people are shitheads.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The
They're
crazy
giving
woman
like
had
a
hit her hard.
reassuring
If
talk
she was
to
one of
us
Hartman's keys,
when
she had it coming. I could get the key to the office where
they
he works
don't
in
have
the
the
club.
right to reassure us about fucking anything because
Come on and
we're
face the
gonna be
music,
fucking
Butch.
butchered.
It's time to pay the piper.
We don't know like how bad it
I had to get to Hartman's
is.
office.
They might
He had
just
taken
like
all my
fuck us
manuscript
over like
pages.
right at the
That's
end.
where he
Do
hid the
you know when you'd like
typewriter.
die in the
Shake yourself
hospital?
tough, Bert.
They might try to fuck us over
We
like
were
right
on the
then.
road,
I,
man. You think we
bro,
haven't
like
seen
this is
things
like
like it
throwing dust in the
before?
eyes,
We're
like
alive.
kicking someone in the crotch, like um
Yeah, you better hide, Birch. My
do you know
rat
what I
won't
mean? Robbing
break you.
someone's house and then
He's probably
saying you'll
dead.
help the guy call the police. Do you know what I mean? But you're the guy who robbed. Like it's really underhanded shit going on,
The
and
photo
it's
on the wall caught my
very
attention.
shameless.
In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman.
It's
He
right
was
in
the
your face
kidnapper.
all the time,
Hartman had been playing me all along.
and it's fucked up.
Barry? Ow! About time! Barry, man, glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no.
The cops found me a Rose's trailer, but
What?
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Yep.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on.
Seriously, do you really have to challenge this?
You have
All
no
of
idea.
this?
shut up. Barry,
These guys
get
are
out of here. I'll
fucking
catch up with you.
evil.
Get going.
They're evil. I'm not joking.
Oh, Al,
I'm not
let's
joking.
go.
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your
Watch the latest Matrix, and similar shit is going on, man. Trust your deep intuition you've got. Like, it's not. Don't trust these characters that are around you, man. They do. Do you think they're gonna tell you the truth? Like, what the fuck? Do you think they have your best interest at heart? No, man. They don't. They want to like paint this picture that you can just be calm and shit, but it's not. It's not a calm. It's not a calm scenario. Being in life, being alive. Yeah, people think like dying, but then we don't even know, right? But anyway, look, I've got this clinic. It's not really about like being able to do this bit of gameplay to get out, but I just wanted to like show people that other people have probably been through these experiences, you know, in the world and stuff, and you know they know it's bullshit as well, so they're like putting it out there in the media. And you'll see a lot of things like this that you relate to, that experience, deep experiences that you've gone through. And you're always wondering, like, did I really see all that, or something like that? And it's, you know, I mean, it could be you did see that. And this is a bullshit, do you know what I mean? They're just, like, making this narrative, like, you've got an illness, but this place is hurting you, remember? It's giving you unbearable pain. Unbearable pain? That's the thing. Panic attacks. Yeah, but what if, you know, it's like it's misplaced fear and panic attack. Or you don't really have a right to be afraid. Like, you don't really have a legitimate reason to be afraid. That's what these pieces of shit will try and say, but no, you do go there, like, in yourself. Like, is it warranted to feel really, really like this is, do you know what I mean, the worst case scenario that we're in? And it fucking could be one of the worst case scenario shits. Like, you know, if you want the truth, no matter how bad it is, and no matter how good it is, right? You just want the truth. And I think the truth is really, 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 you can't say anything about it. It's so bad about our having to be here, trapped in this condition. But most people can't go there. They're checking out. They're like, look, I'm not saying I'm some He-Man, some brave guy, you know, a guy with like nerves of steel all the time. I sometimes have to tell myself little lies and shit just to get through. You know, just to not go completely insane and just completely just like, I don't know. turn into that girl in the ring that climbs through the fucking TV or something. But that's what this is, man. Like, quit bullshitting. Like, you know, when I say this is hell, or that, do you know what I mean? It could be some very sinister force behind it. And people, you know, some people might be like, oh no, like that's just like, you know, too far. But is it too far? Is it too far? I don't think so. And given what we, you know, have experienced ourselves and seen around us and all this, you know, life experience, right? The experience. What's the experience been like, and what's the real evidence and stuff? And it's not good. And some people, like I say, they think there'll be a way out at some point, but I don't know. I hope so, but have you ever seen people die? Like, it's not. They know something like really bad's
Hartman
happening.
knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Like, we're in. Yeah, dude, we're in fucking like some some disturbing crap. Like, yeah, it is disturbing. And just, you know, people want to call themselves pessimists and be like, oh, I'm like hard because I'm a pessimist. Do you know what I mean? No, like, pessimism can go to a point where you know, it just becomes like real doom, like actual like, doom. But like, maybe you won't be able to escape it and stuff. And it, you know, unless you can find a way to escape it, it just goes on and on and on. And it's like, this is the thing. I don't know, like, what the fuck is going on? Sorry with this, like, getting. I'm just freaked out by this whole thing. I'm freaked out by all of it. Just who's listening to this? Is someone gonna come in and go, oh, I don't like what he's saying. I don't like the way he's like talking. I don't like what he's talking about. I don't like that opinion. You know what I mean? We're always being judged. We're always like, you know, I have to be on my best behavior. Or like, not really that, but like I have to always present a likable image about myself. And it's like, why can't we just be real, like, you know, sometimes? And just be like, look, we're in the worst case scenario. It was, you know, and we shouldn't just tell someone like, hey, shut up, hey, pipe down, hey, hey, you're overreacting. No, you're not overreacting. People are underreacting, and they're underreacting because maybe they're trying to be smart, but probably they've sold out. They've sold out because they want to be on the side of the most, and the side of the most is, yeah, people who, you know, the most is corrupt, like the most is unenlightened, the most is shitheads.
Around the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there. Barry, I don't have a light. Take this, Al. Oh, God! Look at the house,
Even the inanimate objects are fucking becoming agitated. It's just like a torturous hell. Like, literal hell. This is what, if you like go into it, what the definition of hell is, this is it. It fits the description. And it is really like effed up to know that it fits the description. It's like it fits the definition, and it's like, oh man, what? That's my waking everyday like thing. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. And yeah, it's just so bad. Like we're all going through it, right? And it's unjust, it's painful, it's scary, it's degrading, it's yeah, the evil thing it's evil, and then we don't even know, like, does evil have like a parent or something, or like a deity create, like a god kind of thing creating it? Because that would be like, do you know what I mean? Like a freaking devil or something, or an evil witch or something like that who's made this shit come into
I stared at the
existence.
Viking paraphernalia that littered the area surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
But this is the thing about the devil. It's like the devil. He like we're being tortured, and the devil is in people and stuff. It's like, corrupted people, and they won't like say the truth, and they're just like, oh, it's not that bad, and there's this and there's that, but you really have to get to it to be like, oh my gosh, it's literally like the H word. It's like hell. And I bet there are like realms like that as well, like that you can possibly fall into, or do you know what I mean, get trapped in. And imagine that. And these guys are just saying like, oh, it's just what do you like doing and stuff like that. What do I like doing? Get the fuck away from me. Why am I here? What the fuck is your guys' plans? You know what the fuck, you know what I mean? You motherfuckers, like, get the fuck away. What do you like doing? Yeah, I like not being fucking tortured, you pieces of shit. I like not suffering. What do you like doing? Is there anything you're interested in? Yeah, I'm interested in not suffering and having to die in agony. Fuck, be afraid, because I think all these humans are like really demonic, like they're demons, like, but they just appear like
Hartman
humans.
hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
What? Yeah, this is it, right? You know, when I was in the hospital, I knew what had happened to me when I went there. I was like, holy shit, like, I don't mean to say holy shit like that, but because it's like even our language is like, you know, not very nice. Our like phrases and stuff. Yeah, a lot of people have commented on that. Just like everyday phrases, and they're not actually very nice things to say, and stuff like that. And you know, like this is the thing, like religion says some stuff, and I have a feeling that it might be pointing to some like truth about this like, you know what I mean, this world and stuff. Like it's so like people are just being so dishonest about it en masse, and it's like what the fuck? It's like, do you guys work for this shit? Are you guys gonna get fucking thrown in a cage and electrocuted if you say like we're being made to? Do you know what I mean? You admit this is like not ideal. We're suffering. It's kind of like criminal. Um, and it's just like they have like zero shame, as they're saying. Like, do you know what I mean? They're like praising this crap place, this fallen, demented place, and yeah, they've got no shame. It's like they're telling a massive lie, but they're trying. Do you know, like the way to try, the way to make it not seem like you're telling a lie and not feel like you're telling a lie is to just feel in yourself like you're telling the truth, and it's like that kind of a lie. Do you know what I mean? But that's the thing. Would you really recommend any of this? And you'd be kind of a sadist to recommend like coming into this world and just going through whatever, man, whatever, and being around these like sharks. It's like these other people. A lot of them were like the fake type, the kind of dark triad type or whatever. It's just yeah, it's like being surrounded by sharks, but humans have this like personality and this speech faculty, so you know they can try and paint a pretty positive image for themselves, but you have to have that like open eye, like that eye of like wisdom or whatever you could call it. Just like you can see, you can read between the lines, and it's like, yeah, these people are all smiling and shit, but they're really like shitheads. You know, their actions are like shit actions, and yeah, they're just like trying to save their own skin, and yeah, chasing the dream, the American dream, or whatever the fuck dream. It's just super bullshit. It's not nice to be surrounded by people who, yeah, they just. Whoa, you think life's bad? What the fuck? You know, I got told by some idiot, but yeah, you're complaining about it, and I don't like. I don't like complain people who complain about it. I don't like people who fucking fake and just say it's a nice time and aren't enlightened and just are dickheads. They don't have like any higher goal than like just yeah. The person said worldly success, but well, you want worldly success? Oh my gosh! You don't have any higher any hope of any higher attainment than that. So you just want these criminals to clap for you. You want to exploit how, just throughout your so-called career. You want people to call you smart and you can think you're smart inside your own head. All this bullshit. Like, show off your like crap to other idiots. And then you can all just like just I don't know. Seriously, fuck these people. But they basically you can't trust it, but obviously people don't know how deep it goes. This whole that this is a bad scenario, and these people are like, yeah, they're lying to themselves, and they're lying to you as well. They're lying to themselves so they can get through it. And continue doing what they do, until they just like forcibly can't anymore. That's the thing, and that will come for them. But yeah, they're lying to you because the truth is so shocking that this is what I believe. The truth is so shocking, the actual truth, that I don't know. I think people would just like faint, or I don't know, just like go, just fucking hell, man. I don't know, man. Like, just explode or something. Fucking freeze and like start having a seizure on the floor or something. That's what I mean. Like, but it is that kind of a thing, and I don't think, like, in light of that, anyone can just say, well, I'm a strong, whatever, strong-willed, I could fucking, like, I do, like, literally, like, freeze up sometimes, and kind of a thing. Just think, oh, shit, like, fuck. We're in Nightmare on Elm Street, and it's not even like that, it's like this thing can make any horror movie, look like the Teletubbies in comparison. It's so like, it's so cruel and so unforgiving and so, the magnitude of how the suffering, you know what I mean? Like, we don't even know what it means subjectively. We see a guy like say like he's just been shot in the, do you know what I'm, some vital place, or even in his face or their head up. We're just like, and this is the human thing, right? It's like, for the human sanity, it's like, oh well, at least he's, do you know what I mean, dead now. But we really don't know. We're hoping that's, do you know what I mean? It just switches off and it's like blankness. But it could be there in some like some post-death state, just like. And this is it. The harm and the suffering and the magnitude of the badness could be so great that it could go into these transcendental. It could have transcendental implications. But he could be in. He
Hartman
could,
watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
yeah. So these people, I'm not gonna lie. Like I think they're basically devils in like human clothing and human appearance. But what they're doing to like consciousness and like people that have seen that side of it, where it's like it goes into the mind side of it and the consciousness side of things, and they're like, whoa. Even on that side, it's like really messed up. Like what consciousness is going, and what like if you really go into that, it's like you can say like consciousness has this like deathless aspect and like this timeless aspect, and it kind of like transcends all these like limitations of this world, and like what's it being made to do? It's being made to like it's been trapped and enslaved in this place, and the lies are everywhere, and just and even if they do, like try to do some sort of like rebellion with it ends up being just not good enough. It's like a little kind of, someone tried to do an uprising, and or like someone tried to like fire a rocket and like launch it out of orbit, and we were like, yeah, we're getting there, and then we just like ran out of fuel, like it just wasn't powerful enough to make it out or something.
Hurry up, Barry!
It's kind of always like that. That's the thing. If we could just transcend all the badness, I don't think it would look like anything like recognizable, really, like, to what we're going through. It'd be so beyond like, yeah, it'd have this like quality of being like indescribable to like an ordinary person who hasn't experienced it for their own selves. I just really hate all of this shit. Oh god. Alright. I'll try it again. My son got a little flare.
Hurry up, Barry! I'm on it!
So it's just a crappy place. Sucks. It's so funny as well. At that hospital, they had like basically they're like, you can't hit the doctor, or you can't like talk shit to the doctor, but or we'll keep you there longer. That's the thing. They're doing it as a threat. They're doing it as a punishment.
Hurry up, Barry!
But they're gonna say that obviously it's in your best interest, and yeah, I just literally hope these people just like put in one of those car compactors, at the junkyard, whatever. Like, it's literally sickening. actually. Um, yeah, it's a fucked up place. It's a lie. It's a really horrible lie. This whole place, man. Don't get into this shit like you've got a. Okay, you gotta maybe play it on the surface. Do you know what I mean? To these people who keep fucking bugging you, like saying we're trying to, even though, like, yeah, everyone's supposedly trying to help you. They're not really. That's again part of the lie, right? It's like, um, really, it's about exploiting you, keeping you stupid, and they talk about like waking up or like an awakening. They don't want you to like wake up. This isn't the wake up place. This is the stay la la land place. And yeah, just when the yacht, when the little boat, the kayak reaches the waterfall, then you can, like feel bad. But until it does that, just keep going la 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 la. And really, yeah, it's a stupid, like, it's a really disturbing thing to like do. You just pretend that this is a good place at all. It's just really fucked up. How far does the deception go? These people being deceptive snakes, like just selling their own out, buying this craft. Loads of people know it now. TikTok was a place where people were saying it's really fake and stuff, but some people on TikTok are even kind of like questioning this shit. They're like, what the fuck? We're in some kind of like hypnosis matrix. And I think Bill Hicks said this as well. Like, we're like, we're covering up our like third eye, like, they're stopping it from like really developing and the spiritual eye. But he said TV is like putting kind of black spray paint to your third eye, and that's the thing, right? It's like TV is where it starts, all this fucking hypnotism, man. We don't realize it. We think we're just watching a program, and it's not doing anything, but it really is. And it's from a young age, and it's like, it's normal, but it's really not. Like, all these celebrities and all these people, they ain't shit. That's the thing, though. You think, I want to be like so-and-so, I want to be like Chris Brown or whatever, but it's like, all these people are fucked. They're not safe. They're being controlled by this system. They might get these highs from it, but eventually they feel the lows, and the lows of this place are just sadistic and just horribly frightening. No one likes to feel it. So, yeah, getting out, escaping this place is always going to be the priority, not being in it and perpetuating it and saying it's a good time. But yeah, it's not a simple thing, obviously.
Going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Some of these people as well, they're like they're like talking about like non-duality or something. They're like, did they describe their life as like at the moment as like paradise
But
or
that's fine,
something?
Barry.
And I was like
Oh, you
thinking in
got
my
that
head
right,
like,
Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's
you
another
fuckers
good way
have to
to
be
deal
on
with crazy
cocaine or
stuff like
something.
this.
Like
It
this has to
helps.
be a
This
type
is
of
happening,
cocaine
Barry.
or
Alice,
something.
they never
This
had
like
Alice. She's trapped in the
thing
darkness at the
because
bottom of the
I
lake,
don't.
but she's not dead.
It's really bizarre
Barry,
that
you
you're
know that.
just
I
like
know,
weird
Barry. I can.
like
Al, I
No, listen. I can bring
human
her back.
like
I can find her.
monkey
There's
slave
something
thing,
special about
and
this place. The lake.
you're like
Don't
saying
believe
this
the
is
words
like
about created here.
paradise,
It
and
makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark
you
presence,
can
whatever
still
that
feel
thing
pain.
is,
That's the
twists it to
thing.
its own ends. That's why all of this is happening.
You,
It's using
you're
my
still in
illusion
this
to
like
take over everything.
vulnerable
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before. It happened to
body
the
and
Andersons.
I
mind and
believe you.
brain thing
Crazy
or
or not, you're
whatever.
not delusional. Weird shit's
They're
going
just
down.
like,
That's a
oh,
fact.
we're
I'm on
dreaming
board,
this.
man.
This
I'm
is a
with you.
The
dream.
Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone
Yeah,
to tell me
okay,
about the
but you're
drugs they
not
were on.
like
But they wrote it down. There's
out
a message
out of
somewhere at the
it.
farm, Barry. We just need to find it. Look
You're
out!
not like completely beyond all harm, and like probably, and yeah, it's like that. But yeah, people are just gonna keep smiling, and then you can ask like, well, why are you even on here, like talking about all this shit? If just like, like just it's completely unreal, and
I
just
had lost
don't
my
come on
bearings,
here.
Barry.
I agree with
Barry
that,
was nowhere
but
to be seen.
um,
Barry! Barry!
and this can go for me as well. It can go for anyone. But like, why do you feel the need to come on here and like say this stuff when it's a dream, and like
Forget that!
going into the
You
dream
okay?
is just like further like entangling yourself and like
There's no way it can climb down, though. It's like a sheer
in
wall.
the dream and stuff,
Al,
and
there's
like
something moving down here.
Barry, you can take it!
but
Shoot the flare, Barry!
this is the thing, like, why can't you just like go into supreme like bliss
Barry,
or
are you alright?
something and just be done with like just
I'm
telling
good, Al. I'm
people
great.
about blah blah
Guess I
blah
never
and blah
messed with
blah
anyone
blah.
from New York City the way
But
around.
obviously they get something out of it, even if the
Barry,
people
just
listening
wait
to it are
for me,
still
okay?
suffering
Al, I'm
and
not staying here. It's suicide. I'm
subject
going to the
to
bar. I'm gonna go in there.
whatever
Secure the area.
pain,
You can catch us. Don't worry
anxiety,
about it. I'm on the case.
like listening to it might make you feel a
This
bit better,
returning to
but it's not
disaster
really going
didn't
to
catch
like,
up, Barry.
you know, I'm still tied to this bullshit, just floundering around here. It's just, I don't know. I think there's something not being said, like, uh, being left out. But this is the thing, like, you can't even, like, we don't even know if this is, like, an actual real being saying all of this shit. Like, just going, like, hey guys, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I'm just skeptical, like, about the whole thing now.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed
Just
a light to destroy them to get through.
for me, like, after I've, like, been through it, a bit of more of it, it's just, like, no one's your friend. You think I'm joking? Like, no one's your friend. Like, that's what, no one? Oh, come on, you're being a bit
I hope there'd still be a
weird
working
there, aren't
generator
you?
somewhere
No,
around
seriously,
here to
like,
power
no
the
one
other
is,
lights by
like,
the gate.
no one's your friend. And that's the thing, you'd think, like, you should have friends and stuff, but not, I think it's better not doing that,
Agent
because
Nightingale stared at the
what you come to realize a few things about this, like, reality and, like, a human being in this world. yeah, it might not be autonomous like you think it is. Like it can just promise to do something and then it will fulfill its promise. Like that would be like, oh yeah, yeah, thanks man, you really like saved me and I can really rely on you. Like, you know, that's the thing, you can't rely on anything, especially the people, because they're tied down by all this crap around them, and they're not like free from. And that's the thing though, they think they're free and they're not being tied down by all this shit, but and they don't think it's corrupted them in any way, like just being heavily attached to all this rubbish. But yeah, so I don't know. You can't rely on people. It's better to just be by yourself and try and feel okay by yourself. These people will let you down.
I could sense the movement in the woods
Don't be
ahead,
lulled over by
facing the enemy
people's
without a weapon was
personality.
dangerous, but I had no choice.
That, you know, people will betray you for this illusion. Again, they're not. It's not like. It's more like they'll do a Judas on you, man. So yeah, don't be rude to. Yeah, like okay, you know, don't be like standoffish. Don't, you know, spark enmity with like people just for no reason. But know that in the end, all these people are bound. Even these non-duality assholes saying I'm in paradise or what. Yeah, even they're not your friend. Sorry, and no, they're not gonna save you just by saying all this shit. So that's the truth of it. They're gonna say, you know, there's something else, but basically, like, they've found some like end to the calamity of this crap. They might have found some like, you know, like enlightened knowledge, but it's not the full thing. The full thing is like probably something very incomprehensible.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before
But yeah, I don't know. I don't. Anyway, I'm just sick of this place, like other people on here, and yeah, I just wish it'd just stop. And like, I wish it was just like okay from the get-go, just like no problems, and then you didn't have to do any problem solving. You didn't have to like worry about X, Y, Z.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far.
But it's like,
If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
you know, you just find yourself with a problem on your hands. And we gotta do something about the problem, and some people even have solutions, like, oh, do this religious, like, vow, just follow this thing, blah, 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 and it just goes on. We don't know. That's the thing. It's very painful, and I think we're in a very serious predicament, situation.
It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
There's something clearly evil going on. Like, there's an evil spirit or an evil deity, or that fat thing from Star Wars making it all happen. You know, that big fat like thing that just sits there. What the fuck is going on, and why are we just like in it? And we're in this like incredibly high stakes game, incredibly high stakes game. This is the thing, it goes beyond like someone being able to fathom how high stakes it is. You know, it's like someone putting you in a situation
Someone
where
had
you
left a
have
gun
to
behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
you have to cut the fuse on a bomb so it doesn't like detonate, and it's on a fucking timer, and you've got these different colors of wires, and you better cut them in the right order and in the right time. If you don't, you know, like all hell's gonna break loose. Why, like, it's just really sucky to be in that kind of experience. It's just not gonna feel. You're not gonna feel good, right, in that situation. Um, and it's just really shit. I just can't believe it's. Yeah, I just can't believe like a nightmare is just actually happening to us. Just from day to day, just and it's almost like we're in one of those escape room things as well. It's like you've got to like do these puzzles in time to like escape from the room and blah blah blah. It's just real bullshit. Fucking- Another thing is, there's no like stability here. Like if you talk about mental like stability, well, the mind never is really stable. It's always in this kind of floundering, unstable state. It doesn't even have a solid ground to like put its foot on, to like, you know, rest its feet on, to like do anything, understand anything properly, figure out reality properly. No, it's always dependent on like changing crap, and you know, like a lot of people are doing like stuff that's just bad for the body and the mind, and yet it feels good, and that doesn't. Yeah, that's a bit of a creepy scenario. What the fuck's that about? Why does the bad stuff feel? Why can't you eat an apple? You just feel like really high or something. There's something messed up about it with the dynamics. Anyway, this part of the game is like too crazy. I'm gonna like stop it here. Um, Sorry, I've just been talking shit today on this thing, but I hope I said something that kind of got through a little bit, and it wasn't just like painful to the ear, like shouting about stuff. But yeah, um, I think that's it from me really tonight. And yeah, sorry I haven't been on for a while because I just think I've been so, you know, just immobilized from how rough it is and just how depressing it is and just how bad it is and how nasty and sadistic and deceptive and just all that stuff, you know, just and then yeah, just everything that's happened to other people that we know about. It really does worry me, and I don't feel good like any of the time. That's that's true as well. I don't feel like up, you know, like on a good level. Like any time throughout the day, it's always just drawn out, long drawn out, just trying to cope with the not letting it overwhelm me. Yeah, it gets to the point where it does overwhelm you, and just what do you do then? I don't know, just start doing jumping jacks or something. I don't know, really. You know, it's whatever, man, but don't. It's not like you're crazy. It's just, this place is a shithole. Like, I mean, this place is like a really hard place to be. And it's sadistic, dude. Like, I got abused for so long, like, just by like various people. It just never, like, Superman didn't come, you know what I mean, to save me. And just, I feel like damage has been done now, and it's like so like irreparable. And, you know, you develop all these addictions during this bullshit ride experience, like fucking cigarettes or whatever it is, just because this is such a crap, like, shit, fucking painful, crushing, like, place. And then, you know, they stress you out with their, like, human created shit. Like, you have to do this job, or become this, make this money, otherwise. Fuck, man. All this stuff's, like, bad for your health. And you don't even need to do that, like, I don't think. I think it's all, like, an unnecessary, like, thing that people are doing. But obviously they need to, like, they're playing a game, right? Or just being addicted to doing this, and also like exploiting people and just doing it, yeah, again, without any shame. I'm a career criminal. I'm gonna exploit the fuck out of all these people, and it's cool. It's cool. Look at these movies. Look at this. Look at this suit. Yeah, I fuck everyone over to get my slice of the pie, and that's an okay way to think. But yeah, I don't want to be around those people. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Just try to look after yourselves, yeah. Yeah, hopefully the nastiness will ease up a bit. Yeah. All right. Take it easy. See you.